Hello, this is Vilatkar and I'm going to talk about voice retrieval augmented chatbot. So, what is it? It is a chatbot which combines voice recognition with advanced retrieval and generation techniques to provide contextually relevant real-time solutions to user queries. So, by combining text to speech technologies, it helps to enable user interactions and engagement by providing voice responses. So let's deep dive into the code. Over here, I have imported various modules like Streamlit for application, Qdrant client for vector database, LangChain for splitting the PDF documents and converting it to vector embeddings, fast embedding which is used to convert text into vectors, OpenAI module which is used for generation purpose. So let's go down. These are the credentials, that is Qdrant URL, Qdrant API key and Qdrant OpenAI API key. So over here we have come to a function called sidebar, which sets up the sidebar where we can upload our PDFs. We can set up various voice for the voice generation part, etc. After this, I have come over here to set up Qdrant database, which helps to retrieve the information from it, where I would set up text embeddings to convert the PDF text into vector embeddings, which would be easier for OpenAI API key to understand what type of context it is providing. After that, I would process the PDF files by uploading the PDF files on the Streamlit app and making a copy using temp file module so that it does not disturb the original file content and the data is not lost. After this, I would use store embedding functions where I would store the embeddings into Qdrant vector database after converting the vector database, converting the data into vectors. After that, I would set up two agents for retrieval purposes, but the response of the agents would be in different format. First response would be a text response and the other response would be a speech response. So over here I have given the instructions about how to use retrieve the data and generate it, and I have used model GPT-4o for both the purposes, and I have returned the agents. After that, I have processed the queries where I would be going to write it on the chat box, and after that it would generate embeddings by using the embedding models, and which would help the LLM to understand what type of answer to retrieve. After this, I have used this Streamlit application for showing the response and its process. So after that, I would then use it for showing the response. After that, I have called all the functions over here, which I have initialized it upwards, and then I have called the main function to run the app. So for running the app, we have to install the above modules, and after that run streamlit run rag voice.py. This is the file name. So you would get a blue color like this. You can now view your Streamlit app in your browser. So after this, the app looks like this. Over here, this is the app, and this is the starting one where you can read voice rag agent. Here is the sidebar, here's the voice settings, here are the PDFs which I have uploaded, and now here's are the PDF which I have browsed using browse files option, and now I'm going to ask the question. So for this, I've asked the question already, but I'm going to show the demo. So here are the steps which we have done, and the response in written and the audio response, which we can download it if we want. So let's show the demo. So for this, so it would take a time to process the queries and do various steps in it. First is generating query embeddings.
Sure, here's a brief overview. I've dedicated my career to data science, specializing in generative AI. I've been involved in projects that use AI to create innovative solutions across various industries, continuously learning and adapting to stay ahead in this evolving field. My number one superpower is bridging the gap between complex data and actionable insights. I'm skilled at translating intricate data sets into clear decisions that drive business growth and innovation. The top 3 areas I'd like to grow in are ethical AI implementation, expanding my knowledge across different AI technologies, and staying adaptable to emerging tools and methodologies to maintain a competitive edge. A common misconception among my coworkers is that my role is mainly about technical execution. In reality, it involves planning, ethical considerations, and collaboration to align AI initiatives with organizational goals. To push my boundaries, I actively seek out challenging projects beyond my comfort zone, which helps me cultivate resilience and continuously expand my skill set. I hope that gives you a good sense of my professional journey and aspirations.
So now it started audio playback, then it started completed the audio playback, now generating the MP3 version, and have then it generated the written response over here, and have generated a audio voice response which you can click over here and listen it again, and then download the audio response if you want. And here sources are given, that is my overview .pdf which I have uploaded over here. So it takes the documents from here and generates the response. So here are various steps which I was talking about: generating query embeddings and searching documents, then preparing context from search results, then setting up agents, generating text response, then generating voice instructions as I told, and then generating and playing the audio. So in this way it generates the answer. I hope you like it. Thank you very much.